Alright, this is a very short video to discuss the three fundamental questions in regard to Hinduism. Hindus, first of all, in terms of the human condition, Hindus believe humans possess an indestructible soul. Pretty good translation. They call it an Atman, the Atman. And the soul is caught in a cycle of rebirth. You're aware, no doubt, that Hindus believe in reincarnation. This cycle of rebirth is called samsara. Endless cycle of reincarnation into life after suffering life. This is not a good thing. This is like the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, only you're waking up every day and starting middle school for the umpteenth time. Every life you're born into, you suffer and ultimately die, and then you do it again. It's not a good thing. This cycle of samsara is governed by a word we're very familiar with in the West, karma. Karma literally means action. But in this context, it really means action and its consequences. Actions can be good or bad and have correspondingly good or bad results. Karma provides a moral structure to the universe. Bad karma is destructive and corrupts the universe. Where are we going? Question 2. Well, 3 choices to an unfavorable reincarnation after death. If we've been bad, have bad karma, unfavorable reincarnation, that's bad. To a favorable reincarnation after death based on good karma, that's better. Or the best option is to be released from the cycle of samsara, and this is called moksha. Now, moksha means literally liberation. It means liberation from samsara and the consequences of karma. You don't have to be subjected to that again. How do we get there? Well, this is where Hinduism's a little bit more confusing. There are a number of ways. First of all, you can get there by performing actions pertinent to your dharma. Now, dharma means a lot of things in Eastern religions. It means law or teaching. It means, I think the best understanding for this context is duty, what you're supposed to do. It kind of just means, we used it in the intro as sort of a stand-in for the word religion, the way the universe is. But I think in this context, really duty. Duty are law or teachings based on varna, which is a reference to Varna, not Varba. Varna, which is your caste, one of the 4 major divisions we'll talk more about. Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, or Shudras. And Jati. Caste is more complex than that. There are hundreds of subcastes based on something called Jati. So Varna and Jati, your dharma according to that. Obviously a Shudra has a different dharma than a Brahmin. And also, though, not only to your caste, but to what is appropriate based on what life stage you're in. And there's a word for this in Sanskrit. It's ashrama. There are 4 for upper class Hindus, Hindu males: student, householder, retiree, or forest dweller, and renunciant. We'll talk more about those. This idea of doing your dharma according to your caste and your stage of life is collectively known as varnashrama dharma. Your dharma according to your varna and your ashrama. It's really more pertinent to the higher caste as a way to achieve liberation, because Shudras, for example, don't have as many ashramas, stages of life, as upper caste Hindus do. So you do your duty. You do what you're supposed to do based on who you are and where you are. Or if you want to be more spiritually heroic, there are 3 yogic paths you can follow. Hindus emphasize repeatedly that people are different. They have different proclivities, different inclinations. If you are a philosophical academic type, you might choose the Jnana path. This is the path of knowledge or path of wisdom. And it attempts to achieve moksha through philosophical learning and understanding and meditation, things like that. If you are a very emotional person, you might choose the second path, which is known in Sanskrit as bhakti. This is the path of devotion or path of love. Devotional love to a chosen deity, to create a loving, mystical relationship with that deity and propitiate them, apply to them for help in achieving moksha. Or finally, if you're sort of a man of action, woman of action, you can choose the karma path or karma yoga. This is the path of action. There are numerous actions you can take. You can do ritual actions, pilgrimages, offerings. You can undertake moral actions. How we get there is a little complex in Hinduism. Obviously, we'll talk more about each of these things in greater detail